Good evening and welcome to Audiotree Live. Today is Wednesday, May 23rd, 2012, and we're very, very blessed to have in the studio with us the Appleseed Collective.
Oh, now, Mama, I guess my life is beautiful. I wouldn't put my money on it, but I'm still youthful. And I can hear the melody without you. You know it didn't sound so good. I look around in a crowd for you. My intentions are misunderstood. I'm standing here in my new life. I've been the upside and down, and Lord, I miss my wife. And Mama, I know you're out there, way out there in the world. I wanna come and find you. I wanna bring you back home, forget that. Mama, now, Mama, why you gonna wait so long? And me, I'm sitting pretty on a broken heart, just singing the song. And I can hear the melody without you. You know it didn't sound so good. I look around in a crowd for you. I'm falling through where I once stood. I look around in a crowd for you. I'm falling through where I once stood. Sitting pretty on a broken heart, just singing this song. And I can hear the melody without you. You know it didn't sound so good. I look around in a crowd for you. I'm falling through where I once stood. I look around in a crowd for
The Appleseed Collective, Audiotree Live. Beautiful, you guys. It's like moseying down through the Midwest in some big flower patch or something. That was wicked, man. Andrew, I'd love to hear from each of you. We'll start with you, though, like your earliest musical memory as a kid, as a youngster.
Well, my dad was a professional musician, mostly for a living. So
yeah, what'd he do? What'd he play?
He played piano. He was in the Detroit Motown scene.
Awesome.
Backed up the Four Tops and Chuck Berry.
Shit.
And had one hit record in 1980.
Dude.
To the One You Love, one hit single.
Yeah, man.
On Detroit black radio stations.
Was he like one of the unnamed Funk Brothers or something?
No, he
or
wasn't
like...
the Funk. In fact, he was hired for the Four Tops tour when they got too poor to hire the Funk Brothers.
Okay.
So he was second. His rhythm section was the second in Detroit. But probably my earliest musical memory is I used to just run around my house and act stuff out, and my dad would try to figure out what I was acting out, narrate, and play piano along with it.
No way.
So,
that's cool.
Like some spryful, youthful spoken
there was
word?
dragons, and I wasn't speaking. I was just acting, and he was trying to interpret both musically and verbally.
That's awesome. Did any of those make it on home movies or anything like that?
I think somewhere, you know.
We gotta find some of that.
Wicked, man. That's great. That's great stuff, man. Thanks for sharing. Thanks, man. How about you, Vince? Earliest musical memory?
Earliest musical memory. I mean, I got a lot of older siblings, and they're all significant. Like they were all, teenagers. While I was just a little learning to walk and talk.
Right.
So I mean, it was hearing them playing P-Funk and Bob Marley and kind of stuff around the house. It was kind of just growing up with it was like P-Funk and Jethro Tull and Miles Davis and. Just all that kind of stuff around me, sitting at home.
Now, were you getting it as a kid? Were you into it, or were you like trying to figure it out, or what was the vibe?
Kind of. I mean, I really dug jazz. In fact, I've been singing Harry Connick Jr. since I could talk.
Dope.
I've been singing Harry Connick Jr.
Yeah, man.
I got it a bit. And then there was a resurgence once I hit my teenage years and went through all their leftover records and CDs. I was like, oh my God, and rediscovered all these things.
So you're like, Aqualung, that's what Aqualung meant.
Right. In fact, last time I was in Chicago, I got Thick as a Brick on vinyl, and I hadn't heard the full length version before because I had a best of greatest hits CD, so I had the 5-minute version. So I got that with the flip out and all the newspaper inside. It's
awesome, dude.
It's a sweet vinyl.
Yeah, man, that's the shit. Nice one. Thanks, Vince. How about you, Ben? Earliest musical memory?
So I came to playing music a little bit later than maybe most people. Started playing bass in the 9th grade. Okay. But I do remember my folks listened to a lot of music, similarly to Vince. I remember getting Johnny Cash and John Coltrane confused. So that's like one of the first ones.
Yeah.
Also singing along to Sun Ra. Singing about
space is the place and shit.
Yeah.
No way,
dude. For a 9-year-old kid, it's like space is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
no, that's some far out music too.
Yeah.
Nice, and you were vibing.
It's been crazy to rediscover that stuff that I was apparently listening to.
Yeah. That's great. That's great. They were turning you on to some hip shit. Man. Mm-hmm. Nice. Thanks, man. Katie, what about you? Earliest musical memory?
Well, I grew up listening to Motown and disco and funk music.
Yeah.
I remember getting a Jackson 5 album in my Easter basket when I was like 5 years old, probably.
Nice.
Being like, yes! But I think my earliest musical performance, probably, I was about 3. And I have 2 cousins that are older than me by about 2 years each. And we would wear matching outfits and put on shows. And I think Mrs. Robinson was our favorite song when I was about 3. Yeah. Yeah, like whole routines, dance routines and everything.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah, but
we're gonna have to get the YouTube channel going with y'all with these old
all the
performances.
home movies. Yeah, but I started playing Suzuki violin when I was 6 years old, so that was classical music with me for quite a long time.
How long did you do that? Till your teens?
Till I was 18.
Okay.
And then I got to college, and a few years later I picked up a banjo.
And shaboom, shaboom, here you are right now playing the banjo.
These crazy people.
It's awesome. Thank you. Brandon, what about you, man? Earliest musical memory?
I have to say, I was reaching back, trying to see how... I was thinking first, I was like, oh, the Beatles. I was really obsessed with the Beatles when I was a kid. I actually had a Yellow Submarine birthday party when I was turning 12. And I remember I made all my friends decide which Beatle they were going to be. And I was George. And I was like, nobody else can have George.
funny is that my grandma actually, when she met Brandon for the first time, was like, he really looks like George Harrison.
No way.
Yeah.
And then he was like, he was George Harrison. That was his favorite Beatle as a
When I was
youngster.
12. Yep. But I'd have to say I think the earliest actual memory I have is my dad used to play guitar, and he had this one like little lick that he would play that was like real funky, and he would always play it to get us like before we were going to bed to like get us to go to bed. It was like the funky like we get to dance for a little while to like Dad's funky guitar riff.
Nice.
I just like do this little dance and like little 12 like probably 5 or 6 year old getting out of Dad's like
Yeah, like get a little energy out before you go to bed.
Exactly.
Hey,
Somehow
that's
it
the
worked. I don't know. It
shoes,
seemed
man.
like that would be the opposite of working. I think
Right.
sometimes we made him play it on repeat for a while, maybe.
Right.
But
That's
yeah.
wicked, man. I'm digging that. Thanks, Brandon. Thanks for being here, y'all. This is lovely to hear about that.
Thank
Hear about
you.
that stuff. I think we're ready. Let's jump into the next one.
Start it off, Vince.
crazy darling, please come back to me. Well, I need you madly crazy darling, please come back to me. Oh, I need you madly crazy darling, please come back to me.
Shibuya, the Appleseed Collective, Audiotree Live, beautiful, you guys, simply awesome. Hey, Andrew, I'd love for you to shed some light on maybe the role that Ann Arbor plays in your band and your songwriting, maybe the role that Michigan plays in your band, if any.
Let's see, I mean, it's the place we all met. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Michigan is where I was born. I've
Yeah,
spent,
man.
22 consecutive back-to-back winters in Michigan.
That's
so
some cold shizzle.
yeah, they
missed
say
a
that
little- you missed a
songwriting
little.
comes
You
from
missed a little this
sadness, and that certainly can bum you out.
Yeah.
But Michigan's also, in the summer up north, Michigan's paradise.
Yeah, man.
I love Michigan.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
Do you
definitely.
find that affects your lyrical content or the mood of the music, or is it just sort of a victim of circumstance, if you will, or something?
Yeah, I don't know if I have not looked into whether or not it affects my
Yeah.
musicality.
No problem, man.
I mean, in terms of speaking about Ann Arbor, I feel like it's the more we travel, the more we realize like what we have in Ann Arbor. Ann Arbor's music community is very lush and very supportive.
Totally.
And it's the kind of thing where, I mean, I've been playing music with, like this band, we've been a band for a year and a half, but I've been playing music with Andrew for 5 or 6 years in Ann Arbor. And seeing him, doing stuff that he's doing with his sister and by himself, and just like, it nurtures, Ann Arbor as a city nurtures this creativity, and I feel makes you feel like if you have some ideas, if you have something new, like there are people who want to hear it, who want to listen to it. And who want to give you a shot, so it's really, it's a really nice place for getting from that, like, okay, I have these ideas and I want to do this thing, to like, actually stepping forward and doing it,
Nice.
in front of people and getting responses.
And it sounds like the way you describe it is there's a big support group there.
Yeah.
Everybody has each other's backs and stuff.
Yeah.
And some of the bigger cities, that stuff is lost. Everybody's competing to get gigs. And
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went down to Nashville in February, and these people we were staying with were like, "What's Ann Arbor like? Tell us about Ann Arbor." And we told them, they're like, "Man, that sounds awesome." They're like, "It sucks here." I mean, not that Nashville sucks, but like, there's so many people trying to do the same thing that it's like it's not
cutthroat.
about brotherhood and sisterhood. It's about I gotta beat you and get to the top.
Totally. Well, that's beautiful that you could, travel around and then realize that your hometown is actually the snap bang fucking new shoes of it all. and shit. That's dope.
Yeah.
It's a good spot.
Yeah, man. Dope. Thanks for being here, y'all. This is lovely so far, man. We're ready for another one, I think.
Cool.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your breezy little eyes have seen me blowing up and down the street. That don't know where I'm going. Both are wearing birds and we're crowing a silly little song that we learned on the road. I told you once that I never talk. I'm just a bird learning how to walk. Should I see? Should I saw? Should I eat my meat, mine raw? It's easy living in your breathing, keep it breezy. Come into my kitchen, ain't it crazy? Getting hazy. I've had a lot of fun in my two-post opportunities. Ready for the apocalypse at 2 meals. In my home metropolis, I do this while I'm shoeless. I walk until I stumble on the I cop a little food, just a potpourri. Here's the one for you and one for me. And if it smells good enough, you never have to eat. Just sit around laughing and chewing on twigs. Everything you eat is a revolution. Mind the sugar bombs and the body pollution. And if we can't avoid the fried, find a solution. I'm
You grow up living in the dark, it's the only thing you see. Well, my future fingernails, the CIA. My toenails, listen to the NSA. I got my hair tangled with the IRS. I plan to leave my body, I must confess. Everything you say is a insinuation. We're getting closer to a coronation. I'm the king of murder by the corporation. They're trying to take a war, trying to change the nation. And it's easy living in your breathe to keep it breezy. Come into my kitchen, make it crazy, getting hazy. I feel a lot of oil in my post opportunist. Late for the apocalypse of tourists. In my own metropolis, I do this while I'm shoeless. Walking till I stumble, pedal to the funnel, yeah, I'm walking till I stumble under.
All right, all right. The Appleseed Collective, Audiotree Live. Beautiful, man. Hey, I'm hoping I can hear from everybody in regards to a profound concert experience that you had, either as performing in a band or witnessing a band live.
Man, I got one right off the bat. Last time I saw the Soil and the Sun, totally, like, we were hanging out for a while before the show. This cameraman here, you can't see him because he's holding the camera. He's got the Soil and the Sun shirt on.
Right?
They love, I know you guys love those guys over here. We love them too.
They're awesome, man.
Yeah, they're just really nice people. But last time I saw them, man, it was just, they brought, we had this whole weekend. We drove up to the UP and we were, it was just a 4-piece. Katie wasn't with us, but it was an intense, like, emotional weekend for all of us. I think it was just like lots of stuff was going on in our lives, and we had a long adventure leading up to this climax, which was the Keweenaw Awesome Fest, or Keweenaw Awesome Fest.
Yeah.
Which I kept calling the Quinoa Awesome Fest by accident, but
that's
anyway,
sweet. I like that better, man.
Yeah, they were the headlining band and playing the last slot, and it was just seeing those people up there, bring the energy they bring to the stage, really,
It's radiant, man.
Yeah, it was beautiful. That was
awesome. Soil in the Sun memories and shit. I'm just absorbing that shit in my head. Hold on. Anybody else? Who's got a profound concert? I know y'all seen a lot of music, man.
I saw Victor Wooten twice play at the Ark in Ann Arbor.
Yeah, Vince.
The first time I saw him was with the full band. He had a drummer and a bassist, Flex Washington, holding down like the bass behind Vic on lead bass.
Was he with Future Man and all that shit, or wasn't it?
No. His brother Reggie was there on guitar, but the guy on keys, I think they had just picked up 3 days earlier or something. But it was just, he had this phenomenal lineup of, and I grew up, again, Victor Wooten was another one of those CDs where I grew up listening to What Did He Say, which is an album where it was really highlighting, like, just his bass. So he did a bunch of layers of bass stuff.
Right.
So to see him, like, with this full band and all the crazy things that happened, and in that show, each member of the band took, it was like, 8 to 12 minute solo, like just them playing. And I've been a drummer for, 12 or 13 years now. And the drummer starts his solo, and he's tearing it up, and then the house lights start to go down. And just before it goes pitch black, you see him set down his sticks, and he picks up another pair that's got these color-changing LEDs in the tips of the sticks. So he's playing all over the place, and you can see it's like running a sparkler around. You can see the trails from everything he's doing. You can see, and I'd been like learning in my drum lesson about watch your form in a mirror, and the bounce on a drum roll, it should always be coming to the same point. You could see where like you could set your hand right there, and it would be like pop, pop, pop. Like he was so perfect, so intense, and you'd be able to see that in light. The whole show was amazing, but yes.
Dude, that's amazing. That's like LSD without the acid.
Right. No drugs involved. They're just like, we're gonna make you trip.
Yeah, man. Radical.
Yeah.
That's wicked, dude. That's a memory there. Thank you for sharing that, Vince. All right, who else? Anybody else? Okay. B?
Yeah, I got one.
Profound concert.
A couple years ago at the Detroit Jazz Festival,
Yeah.
which, quick plug, is the best free jazz festival, because it's amazing amounts of people, and it's all free in downtown Detroit. Anyway,
No.
Wayne Shorter played with his quartet, and it was just mostly improvised, and it was composition of the highest order. It was like a symphony, but they were all playing together and improvising, and it really expanded my concept of like what was humanly possible in terms of like composition on the spot.
Wayne Shorter's like one of the most incredible cats. He can play like pretty much every style of music, like world class. That's
Yeah,
awesome. Was the whole city there? Was it like an evening set, or was
Everybody comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, man. That sounds like a lovely evening.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for sharing that, man. Brendan, Katie, anybody else?
I recently was at Hill Auditorium in Ann Arbor, and Ben was there, and I didn't see him. But there's this incredible Indian percussion concert, and it featured Zakir Hussain, who's probably the best tabla player in the world. It was mind-blowing. I mean, like, to think about the concept of going to sit and, like, listen to people, like, playing percussion for, like, 2 hours is, like, okay. But then you get there and you're just like, oh, my God. And, like, there's this clay pot player who Ben and I decided kind of looks like a chubbier version of Aziz Ansari. And, like, I didn't even know that that was an instrument until that moment. And, like, to see him just, like, wailing on it was just incredible. I mean, the whole night was ridiculous, but it was, it was.
Yeah, the tabla's incredible.
Tabla is a bizarre and amazing instrument.
Yeah, man.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, thanks, Katie. Andrew, anything?
One of the, touching on the Soil and the Sun again, one of the cool things about their show is that I feel like they're almost like ritualistic with the way that they play music. It's connecting almost to some like serious magic. And when I saw them at Key Awesome Fest, it reminded me of seeing Dr. John at the Ark, which also is like some maybe a little darker, but definitely some magic.
Yeah.
And they like start speaking in tongues and the
That's
whole
some voodoo,
voodoo thing
Dr.
halfway
John,
through, and he
yeah.
whips out the skull. But that show blew my mind.
Wow, man. That's
If you ever can see Dr. John's band.
Yeah, no, it's not to be missed, man.
Oh, yeah.
Not to be missed. He's legend. And he's one of the last of the greats sort of doing this deal, isn't he? Shit.
He's out there.
He's
He's
like a
working it.
Van Morrison of that style or whatever, but he's
Yeah.
not Van Morrison at all, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right.
We're in the studio with the Appleseed Collective, and this shit is fucking dope. Thanks for being here, y'all. This is lovely. Thanks again, man.
I'm looking for a reason to buy me a diamond ring, and I'm tired of all pretty girl with a voice too weak to sing. I wanna take you down to Vegas to the drive-thru, and we'll read our vows and go get in. And your friends and your family, well, they think I can have you, but you can be the reason I buy me a diamond ring. I'm that type of woman who drinks her coffee black. I'm tired of all the cream in my life stuff, 'cause the experience is watered down enough and transcend all delusion. I'm looking for a reason to buy me a diamond ring. And I'm tired of all pretty girl with a voice too weak to sing. I wanna take you down to Vegas to the drive-thru, and we'll read our vows and go get in. And your friends and your family, well, they think I can help you, but you can be the reason I buy me a diamond ring. Buy me a diamond ring. Buy me a diamond ring. Oh.
Shibuya! The Appleseed Collective. Awesome, you guys. Audiotree Live. Wow. All right, check this, y'all. Aside from your hometown, aside from your home city, what's the most comfortable place that you know? What's the place where you're most happy?
New Orleans.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the woods.
Somewhere in the
Near
woods.
some water. Actually, near some water, near some woods. I would really want to get a house on the ocean or something.
Right?
Oregon's really nice. I love Portland.
Pacific Northwest is
Yeah,
sick, man.
that whole area.
It's awesome up there. It's like Pacific Rim. Everything grows.
Yeah,
It's
totally.
beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
Spent some time up there.
New Orleans was my first thought too, but
Yeah.
I don't know if comfortable is the right word. But
Yeah, New Orleans
that's
is-
okay with me.
Yeah, man. What do you love? What do you love about it down there? Music
For a
and
musician,
food.
yeah, it's just everything.
Yeah, man.
Like, there's so much going on all the time, and it's so unique. You know, like
Indeed.
nowhere else in the whole world has that culture.
For sure. No, that's uniquely to itself, isn't it?
Mhm.
What about you, Vince?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I've done a lot of traveling. I mean, Chicago would be a close second. I've been coming to Chicago. I've had family here for 15 years or something. And
Oh,
I've been
nice.
coming out here. I lived out here and worked out here for a little while. So in terms of like, you know, being in like, random big city like Chicago feels a little more homey to me.
Yeah.
But really just, I mean, besides Ann Arbor, I like the road. Like, I like being moving. I like being in a different spot and, like, hang out a couple days, but I want to see all of them.
Yeah, man. Transition, dude.
Yeah.
Transition and shit.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
So that makes me comfortable is when I can be like, okay, sweet, I'm going to be here for 4 days, and then I'm going to, like, get in a van and go to, like,
Go to the
somewhere
next
completely
one.
different.
That's awesome.
Um,
Yeah, that's the road, isn't it? That's
yeah.
the deal. Dope.
the van.
Quite,
the
not
van.
quite long enough
So
to
the-
get in trouble.
yeah, not quite long enough to get
Or if you get in trouble, you're out of Dodge in time to just get out of town, isn't it?
Right.
Dope. Katie?
I think the only place that comes to mind is like on the shore, Lake Michigan. I've spent a lot of time up and down the west coast of Michigan all throughout my life, and been up north a lot. People from Michigan, we call this thing up north, which is weird. I always forget that other people don't know what that is, but it's like, the northern part of the mitten.
Yes.
You see is illustrated on my hand.
No,
Yeah,
no,
the
lower
upper-
Not the
peninsula.
upper peninsula, the upper part of the lower peninsula. There's
Yeah.
two different
Ah,
things.
so.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Right on.
That's a good lake.
Yeah, man, there's nothing like being on the water. And Lake Michigan's like a sort of a mini ocean, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
sort of not, it's unlike any other
Yeah,
lake.
tiny lakes freak me out, but Lake Michigan is.
Lakes freak me out.
Lake
But
Michigan's
Lydia,
got
it's
some
terrifying
power.
of
and
tiny
shit.
lakes. Don't
It's true.
spill any water around here.
All right, not that.
What
deep.
about you, Brendan? Comfortable place?
Oh
son?
yeah, I got.
Oh, you did
got
the
me on
forest. You were the
woods.
forest and the
yeah,
woods
somewhere
and
with some trees.
Oregon and
yeah,
everybody.
trees.
Dope. I like it, man. I'll move to any of those spots, y'all. Let's do it. Let's just sign off, man. Do we still need the internet and shit, man?
Right?
Right. Yeah,
really.
We've been
Internet.
looking for a place.
Everybody's like, oh. Dope. Thanks for being here, y'all. It's lovely. Thanks again, man.
Thank you.
We're ready for another one.
it always comes undone. No, now I know you've seen my cruelty. Oh, I used to be an evil one, but oh, I'd like to know what you want. But wanting's more than knowing when you're young. One of these days, when I look into your eyes, and all I see are nightmares. Oh, you say I lie, and oh, you never change, but with changing me, well, I used to be an evil one. But oh, I'd like to know what you want. But wanting is more than knowing when you're young. No, I'd like to see what you got, but what's been gotten, it always comes undone. One of these days, when I look into your eyes, and all I see are nightmares. Oh, you say I lie. No, you never change, but with changing me, well, I used to be an evil one. Oh, I used to be an evil one. always comes undone. One of these days, when I look into your eyes, and all I see are nightmares. All you say are lies. No, you never change, but it's changing me. Well, I used to be an evil one. Oh, I used to be an evil one.
Yes! The Appleseed Collective. Audiotree Live. Wicked, you guys. Awesome, man. Used to be an evil one. And shit. All right, we're entering the psychoanalytical portion of the session. And I want to know from each of you that if you had to be a life form other than human, what life form would you choose to be? And with that said, water, rock, everything's alive. So you can sort of choose to be anything with the animals, anything, fish, mammals, aliens, Mars, water. I mean, you can be anything you want, except for a human being. What would you decide to be?
The first thing that came to mind for me was like a 4-leaf clover.
Yeah, Brandon. You'd be like Lucky. You'd just be like Luck incarnate. You'd be like just like
Lucky for someone else.
Yeah, Luck
You know,
incarnate,
lucky
dude.
you found
And then
me.
they
Oh, that's getting deep now. Yeah, we're getting deep into that.
Yeah, but if you're lucky for someone else,
Right.
aren't you still Luck?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Sure.
Totally.
Right?
You are the luck.
I just was thinking of green things, nice plants.
Hey, I'm liking the 4-leaf clover is dope, dude.
No
Don't
wind
let anybody
blowing
mess with that.
around.
That's
Oh, I
dope.
was gonna say wind.
Wind? Yeah, you can say wind.
You want to be a wind?
Well, I guess so.
Yeah.
You guess. Reluctant wind over
Where
here.
would you reluctant wind filling the sails of humanity?
reluctantly.
What about you, Andrew? What would you be?
I don't know, maybe like something that can run 70 miles per hour, like a jaguar or something.
Yeah, like a
That'd be
cheetah.
pretty fun.
I think that's the cheetah. Yeah.
OMG. Flying squirrel.
Flying squirrel. Yeah.
Vince, I like that.
Yeah.
I see you as a flying squirrel.
Yep.
They got like flight suits built into them
Yeah.
and shit, right? It's like a little mini squirrel.
Homie can never fall off a cliff. It's all right.
Right?
No, he's cool. He's got it.
Always did that.
And
Oh,
squirrels
oh,
are
he
just
tripped?
cute, right?
No,
I mean,
he
they're
was
just
fine.
cute little guys.
Danger we come across a lot. Cliffs.
Squirrels
Hey,
are
man,
like
when
little
you're a flying
ninjas,
squirrel?
man. They're intense.
Yeah, man.
Watching them. So who was I talking to recently? Was like, I've been watching squirrels, man. They're like all over the place. They're like running on the ceiling. Oh, it's Joe.
Joe Fee?
Joe Hurtler.
Oh,
Joe
yeah,
Hurtler
yeah.
of Joe Hurtler and the Rainbow Seekers.
Yeah.
Talk about how squirrels are like nature's ninja.
Yeah.
It's true.
Ninjas.
Very true.
Right on. Squirrels, nature's ninjas and shit. That's a Nat Geo, man. We should get that going.
Planet Earth.
Make it.
Come on, Ben. What about you? What would you be, man?
The first thing that jumped to mind was a bird. That sounds
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
But then I was also thinking about being like an entire coral reef.
Right? Because that's alive.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh, yeah, man.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Where would you want to
It's a
be?
lot of
Do you know
land.
where you would want to be?
Well, I assume it's a nice beach somewhere.
Yeah, let's just put you in Australia. How about the
Yeah,
Great
that's
Barrier
cool.
Reef?
Yep,
Yeah,
Great
yeah.
Barrier.
That's the big one.
I'm with that. Dope. I'd love to be all your things, guys.
Right.
You're making me feel good. And
What do
shit.
you think?
Thanks for being here. You guys got a couple more for us?
Yeah,
Sure.
we can do two more.
Dope.
Want to do changes?
Thanks for being here again, you guys.
Each day, my love, you turn into something new. We turn into something new after all. But today, my love, I'm falling in love with you. I'm falling in love with you, and that ain't all. I think about how everything changes into something new, my baby. I've been watching you change now. You're changing into something new. Each day, my love, you turn into something new. We turn into something new after all. But today, my love, I'm falling in love with you. I'm falling in love with you, and that ain't all. Everything changes into something new, my baby. I've been watching you change now. You're changing into something new. You're changing into something new.
Yeah. The Appleseed Collective. Beautiful, y'all. Hey, can you tell us a little bit about the Selma Cafe? Tell us a little bit about that spot. I've been reading that you got the record release party coming up, and you're going to give some of the portions of that to Selma. Correct? Is that right? Yeah. So tell us about tell us about your love for that place.
Man, Selma Cafe is a beautiful thing. So these folks in Ann Arbor, Lisa and Jeff, put this together. Basically, they've been doing out of their house. They open their house up to total strangers every Friday morning. And they invite local chefs to come cook food that was grown locally.
Oh wow!
And then it's all served, and it's a donation thing. So I think they suggest $10 or $20 donation, and all the money goes towards building hoop houses in around Ann Arbor, and they're kind of expanding their circle. So
that's great, man.
Yeah. So it bolsters a hoop house is like a greenhouse on the cheap. Basically like a very easy to build greenhouse. So they get all volunteers to build these and build them for local farmers so that the growing season is expanded and the local food supply is increased, and which is really cool. But we've been playing there since the very beginning. I don't remember how I was playing there with a different group, and I think maybe
I know
Mary
definitely you and
introduced me
Andrew
to them.
played there before I even joined up with you.
Right,
guys.
yeah. We've been playing there since the very beginning, and it's just good people that love food, and come out and we play tunes from like 8 to 9 in the morning till like noon.
So it's just one day a week, just one Friday a week.
One Friday
That's
a week.
Beautiful, man.
So for our first few months, we were out there, once a month or so, and we'd play and they'd feed us breakfast, and through that we would get this exposure. We'd be able to market, whatever. If we had an actual show going on, we'd be able to tell people about it and hand out flyers, and we ended up getting a lot of gigs from that, just from somebody seeing us and saying, hey, do you want to come play this party, and do you want to come play this thing, and still a lot of those people, a lot of these Selma and local farmers and these kind of people are the ones who still come out to our shows and they're supporting us.
That's great.
So what we're doing for our new album, Baby to Beast, is we're putting half the proceeds from this first pressing back into Cafe Selma, back to support these farmers and this area, this Ann Arbor, and the local food culture that we really, really value.
That's so righteous, man. Y'all are giving back to the place that helped sprung you.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the shit, man. Everybody should be following your lead. That's beautiful. The Appleseed Collective, check y'all out. Thanks for being here, man. This is awesome.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. You guys got one more for us?
Sure.
Yeah.
Dope.
What's this one called, Andrew?
Psychic time. A 1, 2, 3. I've seen you coming out for quite some time.
Quite some time.
Your shadow long and it's overcast in my sky. No coincidental truth. Oh, there ain't none of that for you. I'm gonna sow my voodoo to your mood in a heart of souls a let loose. I've heard you listening in on my line.
On my line.
I've felt you creeping in. You know you're sneaking through the back of my mind.
felt you creeping in. You know you're sneaking through the back of my mind. No coincidental truth. There ain't none of that for you. I'm gonna sow my voodoo to your voodoo, and all the souls are let loose. Ooh, now and then has come for all of us, and a halo surrounds us even as we slice it down. Takes two to do it. I wanna drink until I'm drowned. I've seen you coming now for quite some time. Your shadow is long and it's overcast in my sky. No coincidental truth. There ain't none of that for you. I'm gonna sow my voodoo to your voodoo, and all the souls are let loose. Ooh, now and then has come for all of us, and a halo surrounds us even as we slice it down. Takes two to do it. I wanna drink until I'm drowned.
Yes, the Appleseed Collective. Simply outstanding, you guys. It's been beautiful to be in here with you tonight. Thanks so much for being here, y'all.
Thank you.
For real.
Having us.
Anybody in Chillicothe needs to go check these guys tomorrow at summer camp. They're playing that festival tomorrow night. What time's your set, man?
We're actually 2 p.m.
2 p.m., man. Get there early.
early.
Get there on. Get your groove on, baby.
Tent set up.
You guys have a busy summer, man. You guys are doing, man, I mean, you got Chillicothe, and then you're in Ann Arbor, and then you're in Marshall, Saline, Cincinnati, Ypsilanti, Kazoo. Look
Make
at
it out
you.
to
You're
the
in
East Coast,
Detroit.
too.
You're in back to Kazoo, Mount Pleasant, Empire, Hancock. Dude, you guys are doing it. You guys are killing it. You guys, anybody go see this band. They are in your town. Make sure you go see them. Keep an eye out for the Appleseed Collective. If they are in your area, 100 miles, go see these mugs. Fuck it, 300 miles, go see these cats. Thanks again for being here, y'all.
Thanks so much.
This is a fond farewell for our last Audiotree live in this building. Let's give a big thanks to our videographers here, Brian, Megan, and Sean. our engineers tonight. We got Rick and Patrick and Jake in there. Let's give big ups to the Ivories. Ira like a mug. The Michael, Adam, Tyler, Kellen. Big ups to John LeClaire. Much love to y'all, man. This has been Audiotree Live for Wednesday, May 23rd, 2012. We've been in the studio with the Appleseed Collective. Andrew, Katie, Ben, Vince, Brandon. Thanks y'all so much, man. Thank y'all so much. My name is DJ Evil Vince. Everybody have a safe and beautiful evening. We'll see you soon. Good night. Dudes. Thanks, y'all. That was so sweet. Are you guys happy, man?
Yeah.
I hope I wasn't getting too crazy for y'all.
No way, man.
That was awesome questions, man.
Sweet, man.
It's sweaty in here.
Talk, man. Really nice, man.
They turned the air conditioning off just for us?
Yeah, just for us. Dude,